I call the next part of the Dinner Special podcast the pressure cooker. I am going to ask you 7 fast and fun questions that we want to know your answers to. Are you up for it?
Definitely.
Awesome. Number 1, which food shows or cooking shows do you watch?
So I have to say, I'm not a big cooking show person. However, the last cooking show I watched was my friend Dan, who has the blog Renegade Kitchen, who is also an actor, just joined the Home and Family show on the Hallmark Network. And so online, and he does an awesome job of talking, sort of like we were saying, like black sheep ingredients. Really accessible. He talked about black garlic and let me see what else. I think he did a DIY corned beef, and so I have to give him a shout out and say that was the last food show I watched, and I really enjoyed it.
Sorry, I didn't catch the name of the show.
Yeah, so it's the Home and Family. I think it's Home and Family TV. It's on the Hallmark Network. But if you go to Dan's site, which is Renegade Kitchen,
Yep.
He has all the videos there.
Okay, awesome.
There.
Awesome.
On YouTube. Mm-hmm.
Number 2, what are some food blogs or websites that we have to know about?
There's so many, right, that it's like so hard to name. But I was my friend Elizabeth, who has the blog Brooklyn Supper. I think she's consistently making awesome food, seasonal food, and really accessible, delicious recipes that are also unique, which is so hard to do. I love the site Wayward Spark. Just definitely has some food, but isn't just food. And then Sun Souffle. Erica is a phenomenal writer, takes gorgeous pictures. As the name suggests, focuses on Southern food and really is an incredible storyteller.
Awesome. Southern Souffle, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Number 3, who do you follow on Pinterest, Instagram, or Facebook that make you happy?
Yeah, I mean, I love how you phrase that question because Pinterest doesn't always make me happy.
Oh, no.
It sometimes stresses me out. But like to think about like, well, we all engage in these social media things. Like, which are the ones that really make us happy? And I think the ones that for me do are mostly the one I engage with the most and the kind of like most naturally that doesn't feel like work for me is Instagram. And the two I think really make me the happiest on there are ones who are just like very inspiring home cooks, you know, who aren't just posting the very like composed pictures, but are really like sharing what they cook every day. I know that bugs some people, but I love it when people share what they cook every day, and it like really gives me inspiration for what I'm cooking. So folks on Instagram that really make me happy are Michelle, who is at Cider and Rye, who makes phenomenal cocktails and mostly posts lovely pictures. Dan, who I mentioned at Renegade Kitchen, The Joy of Cooking, Meg and John, the folks behind The Joy of Cooking, are always posting super inspiring stuff, gorgeous photos. Hector, who is at Mexican, is a phenomenal example of someone who is cooking insane, amazing stuff on a Tuesday, you know, and it's just like super, super inspiring. My friend Julia Sforza, which is Sforza, is another person who is just, you know, always cooking, is an awesome home cook. And Nicole Taylor, who is at Food Culturist, who is also working on a book. She may be close to finishing up right now, but is another person always very cool to me.
Awesome. I didn't quite catch Hector's. What it was at
Mexicanity.
Mexicanity.
So, I mean, Icanity.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, number 4. What is the most unusual or treasured item you have in your kitchen?
So I think the most unusual, and it's not really technically an item, but my home is a very old home, and it has a cellar, which is like just literally a cave dug into the hill behind our house. And it's a 100-year-old cave. is definitely the most unusual thing in my kitchen.
And what do you put in this cave?
Well, I need to. I kind of want to track the temperature a little better because I'm wondering if I could use it as a cold storage. But I do live in Arizona. It still is pretty chilly down there during the winter months, but I think probably wouldn't be as chilly during the summer.
Right.
So I have more research to do. I really decide what I store in there in terms of what the temperature is.
Okay,
But
awesome.
yeah.
Now, number 5, name one ingredient you used to dislike that you now love.
As a child, I really hated tomatoes, and I think it was partially a texture thing, and also just the issue of eating tomatoes out of season from somewhere far away, which is still to me not a very pleasant experience. So the total like stereotype at this point of like you really have tasted a tomato, you've tasted a farmer's market tomato is true for me.
Great. Now, number 6, what are a few cookbooks that make your life better?
Yeah, I really love Charleston cookbook. My mom and my sister live in Charleston, South Carolina, and I've really enjoyed getting to know even just a very official amount the food in that area. Um, Taste of Country Cooking by Edna Lewis is a very favorite one of mine. I'm a huge community cookbook fan, so like the church. I mentioned I was into casseroles, right? The church books and fun cookbooks and those kind of things. I always about it or stuff like that. So huge. I have a big collection of community cookbooks, which really make me happy. And preserving the Season by Kevin West is one I really look up to and I think is a great book.
Perfect. Now,
Yeah.
number 7, what song or album just makes you want to cook?
Definitely Beyonce. As I mentioned, I'm finishing up my cookbook right now. And when I need to just like get motivated, get things done, it's Beyonce.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Autumn. You have officially survived the pressure cooker.
Yay!